I'm Cynthia, author of Twin Flames Beyond the Veil of Illusion. I'm talking about twin flame delusion versus 3D rational thinking and higher spirituality. This is a hot topic of discussion as so many people discredit the reality of twin flames and the twin flame journey altogether. They often label those who claim to be on this journey as delusional because of all of the suffering they go through over a relationship that is basically one-sided in most cases. For myself, I know this isn't true, as I have decades of experience personally affiliating with twin flames on a level of friendship, as well as personally working with them as they were coming into union and helping them through the process as they were preparing for the death of their beloved. I have basically seen every side to this journey. I have also lived through it myself. So there isn't any aspect of it that I am going to judge on a harsh level. I believe that to truly understand twin flames and the twin flame journey, we must understand the cycles of this planet, the cycles of birth, life, death, and yes, even rebirth, through the possibility that we live and have lived in other existences. This is something that I became familiar with at a very early age as I opened on an empathic level. Now, when I did so, there were many things going on around me that didn't match up, that I knew were not right. But when I spoke out against them, I was basically chastised for it and labeled as someone who was way out there off the wall. So I had to be very careful with who I shared my experiences with, and I ended up going completely underground with my beliefs. When I went through the cancer and experienced my mortality, really having to face it through the possibility of not surviving the surgery, I began to have very in-depth experiences with the Ascended Masters. I had always known that death was not the end of our existence. I made peace with the possibility that I may have to relinquish this physical body in order to step into the next cycle of my evolution. Prior to that, as a sensitive, I had great difficulty with my emotions and my feelings. I often felt that I was somehow misplaced and I really didn't even belong on this earth plane due to the cruelty that I had experienced. As time passed and I worked through all of the emotions that one goes through with a serious illness, I realized just how much I wanted to live. I realized that before I could die, I had to embrace life on a level that I had never experienced it. What I see in the spiritual community with many empaths and psychic readers, as well as empathic life coaches or dating coaches, is that they often fall into the delusion of dogmatic thinking and the logical, rational way of looking at things because they're trying to lead others out of the pain. They are trying to come out of the pain that they themselves have experienced. And when they hear the twin flame journey, a red flag immediately goes up that it has to be about pain and separation and longing. This is only a temporary stop-off point. It is only a drop in the bucket compared to the rest of your eternal existence. If you stop and think about it, there is no way on the face of this earth, in this physical body, that you are ever going to escape experiencing some kind of pain, disappointment, abuse, neglect, abandonment. All you have to do is seriously look at what the governments of the world and leaders are doing to humanity that they rule and ultimately are trying to control. If you read either one of my books, I do tell you in the beginning chapters how we got to this point. Once you understand this, you will understand how twin flames come into separation and why twin flames long to reconnect and be together. It is truly for a higher spiritual purpose. And yes, twin flames are meant to be monogamous, to be married, to raise children, and to create a beautiful life together. I stress this time and time again. But there are circumstances that are beyond our control. And one key to understanding true twin flames and what the twin flame journey is all about is that we don't always have the control that we think we do. And what brings us to such a point of obsession that we feel we have to control everything and everyone around us, including our twin flame, if we have been indeed shown on a highly spiritual level who our twin flame is. All obsession and issues of control do stem from having one of the biblical 7 deadly sins or one of the 5 poisons in Buddhism. Once you realize which or several of the deadly sins or poisons that you have succumbed to, and you honestly look at it and make the choice to let it go and completely heal your life, you will begin to evolve to a higher level of consciousness. As you take the path of evolvement, one by one, like the layers of an onion, all illusion is going to be stripped away. And this includes any illusion about your twin flame or the twin flame journey itself that you have dogmatically conjured in your mind as right and truth, that is so rigid that you are going to have this union against all odds, no matter the circumstances that are in your life or your twin flame's life. Once you come out of that control and that dogmatic way of thinking, I guarantee you, you are going to begin the journey of the true masculine or the true feminine, the divine counterpart to your twin. And it isn't going to matter whether they are coming from a divine level or not, whether they are a narcissist, a liar, a womanizer, or a woman who is loose, or someone who is enmeshed in the material. That doesn't matter, because at that point, you are going to yoke with either beloved Jesus, Mary, Lady Master Nada, Saint Germain, or any of the 7 Elohim that work specifically for the healing of mankind and to aid and assist all twin flames. You will learn that your journey is equally yoked in the stream of creation, whether or not you are in a physical union with your twin. It doesn't matter, because all twin flames carry a divine blueprint. And that divine blueprint is the key to their mission on earth that is going to determine the rest of their evolution once they leave this planet. There are many twins who will not come into union for very specific reasons. And this is because they chose in this lifetime to have a certain amount of hardship in order to realize and understand the path of ascension, which is in chapter 8 of my book, Twin Flames Beyond the Veil of Illusion. I talk about the preparation for the soul's ascension and everything that involves. Once you gain this understanding, the anger goes, the bitterness goes, the resentment goes, the need to judge others go. For judgment happens when those who have never experienced a calling or a particular path in life don't understand it. And they have such a need to control everyone around them that they want to prove it's wrong. But God will never be proven wrong. The light of God never fails. And no matter how many on this earth choose to lash out and condemn the existence of twin flames, it doesn't change the fact that they are indeed one of God's many creations. I will leave you with this. I wish you so much love on your journey, and in particular, the knowing and the realization of the love of our eternal Creator and the divine existence of your higher consciousness, your true soul's path. In love and blessings.